Hello everyone, this is Jen and welcome to my channel. So I am here to film a new series. So the new series is called These Are a Few of Jen's Favorite Things. So I wanted to every Friday introduce some things that I have at home and just to encourage everyone to just look through your stash and look through what you have and be appreciative and grateful for what you have, because I know I am trying to work on that as well and not try to get, all the latest things and all that stuff, which it is hard because, there's so many beautiful things out there to collect and to use and to, you know. But anyway, so today for this series, we are going to focus on Chic Sparrow notebooks. So my first 10s were Webster's Pages, and then I saw a couple of videos on YouTube talking about Chic Sparrow, and from then on out, I have loved their leathers and been able to obtain even some of their older style leathers, and they are like my top favorite. So let's start from smallest to biggest. And for those who are new, welcome to my channel. And just so you know, on the last Saturday and Sunday, I try to film a video about a spinning freeze that I'm trying, but have not been successful. So I call it no spin, low spin, or high spin. So join me at the end of this month and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in that. So let's start off with my first Chic Sparrow. My first Chic Sparrow, that's my favorite, and right now it's in its pouch. I am using a Foxy Fix, actually, 0, but I do miss this one. I carried this one for, I think, about a month. So yeah, and I'm ready to move back in. But this is my Nano Blue Jay, which is the, oh goodness, I forgot the line. See, I should have looked it up before, but this is the light Blue Jay. And if you just look in their section of their light Blue Jays, you'll find these, and they're actually on sale right now. So I don't think they're selling the nanos anymore, but I was able to get a nano, and it is gorgeous. So the reason why it's my favorite is because it's patina nicely. I like the thinness of the leather. It's not like real thick, so it's perfect to carry in my purse. And so this is one of the TNs that I do carry in my purse. And yes, I've had it for, I say, 2 months now, and I've maybe a little longer. No, sorry, since December, when they had their sale, or January, something like that. So yes, I carried it for about a month straight, and I'm ready to move into this again. So this is my Nano Blue Jay. And I also have a Waypoint one, but this is my favorite. Next, I do have passport sizes, but they are not my favorite, so I didn't include them in this video. I actually have a Bella and a Garnet Pemberley, so those are nice, but my favorites as far as my pocket are, and this is in no special order, this is my Waypoint Starry Night, and this houses my YouTube schedule, things that I want, my ideas, what I want to do for the month. So I just have a little calendar. This is oh goodness, planner, Designs by Planner Perfect. So I use her calendars, and they are my favorite. They are like thick and they're nice. So this is a grid. And this one goes from October to September. So I purchased this when this was on sale, but this is what houses like my spending freeze and like my spending and my projects that I'm doing for like my projects that I have goals for. Like I have 2019 TN inserts that I want to finish. So I will list all of my inserts that I complete when I complete them. And this is just my little Cocoa Daisy passport size notebook, and that actually fits in here. And then this is just like a book. Oh no, this is just a list of ideas as well for my YouTube. So that's what is housed in my Waypoint Starry Night, and this leather is beautiful. I didn't think I would like the Waypoint because I've seen how some of them just to me look like a little bit too beat up for me, which, you know, is nice, but this one actually has some structure. So, and it is like a pull-up leather. See, I don't know if I can, see if I could show you. It's not pulling up as much, but it is considered a pull-up leather, and it is gorgeous inside. Oops, hopefully I'm not too close. Okay, so this is my Waypoint. So I probably shouldn't get too detailed, because if I get too detailed, then this would take forever. Next, so the story behind this is my husband actually I bought this for my husband for Christmas. So this is a pocket classic Earl Grey with stitching, which I have not really used. So the story behind this, I got this for my husband for Christmas, but I asked him, which one would you like do you like this one better or this one? And he chose this one. At first I was like, oh man, you know, I really like this. This is actually the Rustic brown Waypoint, and he hasn't used it yet. So it just has a field notes notebook in here. And he said he wanted this, which I am happy he did take this, because I have the Starry Night, and this is my favorite because it's thin. So it's easy to take around, and like I have dashboards to put in here, so if I want to throw it in my purse, it's so light. This is a heavier leather, so you know, it's a little bit more to take. But as far as my favorite, one of my favorite pockets is the Earl Grey. It is a thinner leather, and you will see later on that I also have a larger size. But let's move on to my next pocket. So my next pocket, that's my favorite, is my Toffee Deluxe. I received this in a second chance, and I was so excited when I got this, because Toffee is one of the more popular leathers for Chic Sparrow. So I was happy to obtain this beauty, and it has some scratches. I've used it just a couple of times, but this mostly gets housed because this is something special that I probably use later on. But I was just so happy to get this, and it's such a beautiful leather. It's a Darcy leather. It's nice, thick. I mean, this is something I would pass on to my sons in the future, so to one of my sons. So that's why I was excited about that. And I am happy that I have some brown, so I can pass on to my boys, versus all like bright pink colorful colors. Next, as far as pocket, this is an ink Darcy, and I received this as well in a second chance sale, which I actually did an unboxing for this. So this is gorgeous. I like the contrast stitching, and the Darcys are one of my favorite, I have to say. So there you go. That's my Darcy Ink Deluxe. Next, as far as my pockets, I was looking to see. Okay, this one I've obtained from a buy sell trade. So I was looking for this Carrie Harling violet, and because actually I did get one in a second chance sale, but I gifted that to my friend, and I'm so happy I gifted that to her. But then I started missing this leather because this is actually, they're both Darcy, but this is like, it's thinner. And also it's like really like flexible. Like I really like this leather, and I like both. Like they have their own unique parts of what make them special. But this one I liked. It was in the Buy Sell Trade Chic Sparrow group, and it is a deluxe, and it has a pin loop, and I was so happy to obtain this. It is gorgeous. So, and I'm actually glad I got it in this size. And as far as this, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I may just house my field notebooks in it. So I don't know, but these are ones I just plan on keeping. So that is my Pocket Deluxe Classic with stitching, Mr. Darcy. I think it's CHV. So that one. And then next is my, I hope I am saying this right, my Pocket Kilimanjaro. I hope I am saying that right. I believe I am. So this is also purple. So if you want to see the differences between these two, this one has a darker stitching. This one has white stitching, but the purples is actually natural lighting right now. So hopefully you can see the differences, but this one is like more lighter and this one's darker, but they're pretty close. Pretty close. I would say this has more of a, I don't know, this has more maybe of like a reddish pinkish tint versus this one. But they are both gorgeous, and I am happy to have gotten this. This is actually a deluxe. Oh, sorry. This is a classic with stitching and, oh my gosh, I just went blank. It has 6 strings. So, and I house my Bible. So someone was asking about what Bible, wanted more detail about my Bible in here, and this Bible is so old. Like I bought this in 2007, 2006. So I've had this Bible a long time. So this is a Thomas Nelson Bible. I can put the measurements to the Bible in the description box below. But yeah, this is a deluxe, not deluxe pocket. This is a classic, sorry, Pocket Plus. That's the word. So this is a classic Pocket Plus with stitching, black stitching around. And this leather is a Darcy leather as well. So yes. That is my Kilimanjaro, and this is part of the Hemingway collection. Now, that's all my favorite pockets. Now, next in line, we're going to go to my favorite B6s. So, first, I will start off with my, okay, this is my first B6. My very first B6 Slim, B6 was a B6 Slim, and that was in a Verona, and I got that from a second chance sale. So that has gone to my son, and that was a classic. And this is my very first like full price Chic Sparrow. This is a Titanic, and it's a deluxe. And this has patinaed gorgeously. I use this a lot because when I I get Cocoa Daisy. So I was in the B6 and I always use this. And it is, I mean, it's gorgeous. Like, I wouldn't give this up at all. It has the old pin loop and just look at, it's just gorgeous. I hope you can see it okay. It is getting dark here. It's like 5 o'clock in the evening. So yes, and it has contrasting stitching. And that is my Titanic. Up next, we are going to go to, let's see, this beauty. This I bought in a buy sale trade. I was so happy to get this one. I got this one and I bought a wine. This was 2 years ago. I spent $100 on this and it stayed in the bag for the longest. And then my daughter, I gave her the wine. She really liked the wine. I had originally got her the sweet pea, but the wine just caught her attention, caught her eye. And I was like, oh, should I give it to her? But no, she loves that 10. So this is a Time Traveler Deluxe. And I have used it. It has gotten a little bit, well, this doesn't really patina because of, I guess, I just learned the difference between oil tan and veg tan. So this is considered oil tan, but the color is gorgeous. I love blues and greens and those kind of colors. So more cool colors. So this, I've used a couple of times, handful of times, and there's a couple of scratches you can see, but it's a very slick leather, and I guess this is considered like more of a floppy leather, but I like this. I mean, this is another one I could pass on to my boys or my daughter. So yes, this is just gorgeous. So this is my Time Traveler. Let's see what's next. My favorite. Oh, let's go to this. So I got this when they were doing their sale in December, and this gorgeousness I have not used yet, but I cannot wait to use it. It is, oh my, it's beautiful. So this is the buttered rum, butter rum Darcy, and I believe, well, no, they are discontinuing these and they're going to a different type of leather. Actually, they're going to the tea house leather, the thinner leather. So this will come in this leather now, and it's called Chai. So if you're interested in getting this color, now it's under tea house and it's called Chai. So it's freshly new, but I was happy to get this. I almost didn't get it, and I told myself I want to get it in a B6. So I got this beauty in B6. I got a deluxe, and it has the new pin loop. And I just noticed today, I was like, wow, there's actually, I don't know if you can see it, it's yellow stitching, which is very interesting. I don't know what color stitching the other ones had, but yeah, it's actually yellow stitching. But this beauty, like I still got my envelope in there, is gorgeous. Like, I got this one, and then I got a, actually a Darcy pocket, butter rum pocket, but it's actually not as, to me, this is like a more flexible, floppier Darcy, and I love it. It reminds me more of this kind of leather, of this, the CHV, but this is gorgeous and I can't wait to use this. But anyway, so yes, I got this when they were having the sale. I got this half off, and I am so happy I did get that. And I am not using this currently. Next, this is my Chamomile, which, look, I got a stain on it a little bit and tried to wipe it, but you know what? That's part of the beauty of these notebooks. And I did well. I didn't cry or anything. I just was like, you know what? It's part of the beauty. So I can always wipe this down, and I know it'll patina and get darker, because it has gotten darker actually. It was more yellow, so now it has more of like a orange tint. So I got this with stitching, and this is actually a classic. And I actually like the tea house in classic because it's so thin, but it's funny because I end up getting Americano B6 and Deluxe. So I am waiting for that. I wonder how that one's going to look and feel and all that stuff. So I'm excited to get that because the tea house is usually more matte, but it does have a slight shine. But the Americano is actually going to have a shine when it gets here. So that's going to be interesting. And this houses just my journaling. I have an old Cocoa Daisy little B6 booklet, a dashboard. I've been keeping my little envelopes with these, and just so I can remember when I got them. So anyway, so that is my chamomile. Okay, now on to, let's go to narrow. So I have actually two narrows, but my favorite narrow, I have a Caspian and this Blue Jay. And this is actually the dark Blue Jay. And I really like this color. I like the lighter too because the lighter is actually getting darker, but this is gorgeous. I was a little bit reluctant to get it at first because people were saying how like they didn't like this leather because on the inside, I've heard like things said like, oh, it looks like a carpet. I mean, in some ways it does. Like, so, I mean, I can see why, but the nice thing, this is like a thinner leather. And I took this with me several times, and I like blue. So I really like this leather. I like how it patinas. It has gotten darker. And look at all the beautiful marks. It's gorgeous. And I like having so many different leathers because they feel so differently. And like even the way they grip in your hand, they just grip so nicely. So this houses all of my standard traveler's notebooks for memory keeping. So this was from my like December daily. And I need to add pictures. This is like one of my Cocoa Daisy inserts. And so I have that. So these are like my unfinished standard notebooks. These are like projects I need to finish. Like here, this is when we were going up Italy with my mom. So I did some memory keeping a little bit here. So I just need to like finish these off. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. And I really like how easy it is. This is my 2020 January. This is like an old Cocoa Daisy insert. Well, it was 2019 and I just used it for this year. So this houses my memory keeping projects. And this is once again a narrow. So the Cocoa Daisy inserts are narrow. Next, okay, so like I said, I have a Caspian, but that's not, I like my Caspian, but yeah, it's gorgeous too. But I like my Blue Jay too. So anyway, there's just so many uniquenesses to these. Just like this, my little poppy. And look at that right there. It's beautiful. I almost sold this and I am so glad I didn't because it's gorgeous. I keep my mini happy planner in here and just a brain dump. And I just keep this on my desk. So it's not, I mean, it's so pretty. I like the red. It's very nice. And these are discontinued. So I mean, I guess you could say that's like my favorites too, but yeah. All right, next we are going to go to wide. So I've had this since 2018, and I have a black one as well that I was gonna try to move in, but this one has the old pin loop, the other one has the new pin loop. The smell, the ink smell was really strong, so I had to like air it out for a little bit. Was it Black Beauty? And I just couldn't get out of this because it was my favorite. Like I would take it to like homeschool meetings, like I would take it all over. So I've given it a little break since then, and it sits on my desk. So I just keep a book in here on my desk, and I keep my 2019 Planner Perfect 2019 planner, or my insert, just to look back if I need to look back on some notes for like homeschooling, because I use these for homeschooling. And yeah, so this is, oh my gosh, it smells so nice. Like it's beautiful. Like, see on the front, it's smooth. I know some people don't like that it's smooth, but this is smooth. And on the back, let me see, I may have to turn on the light so you can see the texture. Hope you can see that. It's so hard, but yes, this is so beautiful. This is like actually one of my favorites, like in my top 5. Is my, oh, I didn't say what this is. This is the creme, chocolate creme in the wide. And this is when they had the contrast stitching, and now they have the matching stitching, but I like the contrast stitching. And this is the old pin loop. And I actually bought this because they said they were retiring these, so I made sure to buy these right away. And this I bought during this Pemberley sale, 50% off. This is my, oh goodness, why did I go blank? This is my classic, oh man, why did I go blank? My classic honey. Honey, 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 yep. So this beauty, I have used it, and I'm so happy I got this. So before I had got a creme, in the sale I had gotten a creme brulee, and I didn't like that leather. It's like super like thick. So I wanted to try this because the color was close to the creme brulee, and I am so happy I got this because it is like a thinner leather, and it still has like a little bit of pebbling. Some people like the pebbling. Like, let me compare it real quick. So this is the poppy. You see it has more, hopefully you can see that it has more pebbling than this honey. But I like it. I like how it's different. But then this also, you can see like a marking from the cow here as well. So I just thought that was so cool. But yes, that's one thing about the Pemberleys. They just all just look so different. So that is my honey, one of my favorite. And we are coming down to some of my last notebooks. One more wide. That's my favorite. Of course, it is a butter rum. And I bought this on the fly. I was watching a video and I was like, you know what? I need to get a butter rum. So I got a classic. And the reason why I honestly got the classics because I didn't want to pay the money for the deluxe at the time. So, but I am so happy I got this in classic. Like, I feel like it's nice to have a variety of classics and deluxe, because one day you may feel like in the mood for a deluxe, or you may feel like you're in the mood for a classic. So yes, this is a wide, no stitching, and it's beautiful. Hey, look at that. And it has patinaed. And last but not least, I do have other A5s, But my favorite A5 dun, da, 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 is my Earl Grey. Yes, yes, no surprise. It is thin, it's nice. Look at that. It houses these books. It even houses a sticker book. It is like fat. I like this notebook. And I like it in the classic because I just carry it around the house with me and look how it grips. And it's a beautiful brown. It has patina. Let me show you the two Earl Greys. I've used this so much. See, look at the difference in color. Yeah, this one's been in the bag. This one's been used. And this one actually was darker. And I got this part of the 50% sale as well. But look at that. It's gorgeous. It is such a beautiful leather. I cannot wait to get my Americano. And this houses, I have a book, Names of God, Exploring God's Character. So I keep that in here because it fits nicely in here. I keep my calendar in here, which I am not going to do this too long. This is my Erin Condren. I am like really not liking the like daily thing where I'm feeling like I have to commit to like a full page. Like I decorated a little bit, but I am actually thinking about giving this up right now and just doing a list. Because all this like each day, it's just too much for me. So that, this, I can't show too much because this is like my memory keeping I'm doing. So I'll just show you. So like I've done some watercoloring and some painting, and this, I just added some washi to it, but I just do some memory keeping. Is my notebook that I received. I went to a Wild and Free conference, and here one of the speakers, her name is Leah Bolden. She came and spoke, and they gave us these little notebooks. So now what I do in these notebooks, like, see, Wild and Free, you're up. So I kind of just decorated it with my kids. I did my notes. And then, like, let's see. Yeah, this is just notes from there. This is from the Planner Society, so I just jotted down notes, whatever. But this is just my little homeschool notebook for ideas and different things. So that's here. And this I keep in because of my Erin Condren Petite Planner. So yeah, that is it for my favorite chic sparrows. And that's not even all of them, but these are a few of my favorite chic sparrows. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna try my best every Friday to do a my favorites thing. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.